Southwest had a close call, and the NTSB is now investigating Southwest jet and a medical helicopter over the Cleveland airspace.
I didn't hear about
so
that.
the NTSB has launched an investigation into a near miss, which I hate the word. Near miss is a hit.
Right.
Medical helicopter near Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. According to officials, Southwest 1333 was approaching from BWI when the two aircraft came dangerously close, prompting the pilot to abort the landing. NTSB confirms the incident involved a loss of separation, meaning the aircraft violated minimum safe distance required in controlled airspace. They were within a half mile at an altitude of 2,000 feet is how far they came from each other. Also revealed that the air traffic controller had advised the helicopter to stay behind the incoming traffic. However, the helicopter pilot requested to pass above and in front, a decision the controller then approved. This led to Southwest pilot to make the decision to go around for another landing attempt, ensuring passenger safety, landed safely without injuries after that. I don't know.
So he took his own go around, basically. Didn't like it.
Yeah, didn't like it. Here's the transcript. All right, contact airport, clear of space. What? Can we listen to it, Doug? Is that a thing?
I don't think I've got a link.
This transcript is AI garbage. Contact airport, clear of space. That's not Wi-Fi tower 301, 30123. Like who?
I see what probably caused the
AI had a stroke trying to do this. Yeah.
Air traffic control is not using English.
Searching only 6 left. This is not clean tire traffic at 3 o'clock, about 3 miles. 53 traffic about 9 o'clock now. Maintain the separation. Traffic maintain the separation.
It's not doing so good, huh?
No.
Wow. Who wrote this article? Mover?
It'll be better if we go above it and in front of it if we can. We're deviating right for the traffic. Roger, would you like? They got an RA. So there's your answer. They got an RA. They were still high enough that they 2,000 feet. They got an RA.
Yeah.
And that's it. System worked as advertised.
Yeah. RA resolution advisory.
That's mandatory. You got to comply with that over ATC.
Yeah. It tells in this case probably the 7-3 to climb, the helicopter to descend, I mean, but with MedFlight and is MedFlight helicopter, right? Mover?
Yeah. I
mean, with MedFlight and Cleveland being a city, I mean, those helicopters are flying around all the time. And it's, once you get down 2,000 feet or lower, you're kind of entering the, where you're going to run into those issues. Not saying that you should always have a TA or an RA incident if you're trying to fly into a city, but the helicopters are down there. They're buzzing in and out of hospitals, trying to get people to, care or get to, I don't know, an accident scene or something. But I don't think it's, this stuff happens.
In my mind, it's just thank God that there is not a narrator for all the things that could have happened but didn't in my flying career, and right. That is a story on the internet badly transcribed by AI. This and that almost happened but didn't in this piece of congested airspace.
Yeah.
Well, and in my mind, some of this may be the controllers are obviously in a tough spot right now because of the shutdown. And so anything that's potentially newsworthy regarding the controllers being stressed is going to be a news story at the moment.
Well, they're not just stressed, but they're also undermanned because I think a lot of them are doing the sick out thing, right? So they're calling in sick and not necessarily showing up.
Probably, it's not a great time to travel, period.
Yeah.
But like you said, man, it's like the news is taking something like Mover said, right? They got an RA, they complied, nothing happened.
Well, I mean, NTSB is investigating. It's a loss of separation event. A half mile is pretty darn close.
It is, but I mean, if they got an RA, there was probably some sort of closure type trajectory, but 2,000 feet is pretty low for an airliner. I mean, you're definitely getting close to the end game, probably getting the gear down, flaps down, ready for landing. So, I mean, hey, the system worked and, nobody got hurt.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's going to be something that continues to be an emphasis item, and the only thing that really will save us is everybody to keep their head on the swivel and comply with their procedures as they should.
Yeah.
There was another one.
Another close call.
Another close call. Let's play the audio.
Yes, sir.
Terrifying audio.
Oh,
Let's see how
brother.
terrifying we're about to be.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then turn 10 degrees left.
For Delta 263.
What the heck?
300 up to 3000, Delta 263 Heavy. That was close.
Yeah, man. Not cool.
We need medical equipment.
Delta 263 heavy,
You need
go
medical
around
equipment?
and turn 10 degrees left.
For Delta 263.
What the heck?
300 up to 3000, Delta 263 Heavy. That was close.
Yeah, man. Not cool.
We need medical equipment.
I don't know the medical equipment thing. That was like some third party. But so Delta 263 was
Boston, huh?
the cross runway. So Cape Air was going one way, Delta was going the other, and they sent them around. Scroll down. Yeah. See who they sent around. It was the Delta was trying to land, and Cape Air was taking off from the intersecting runway.
Mm.
And then basically they went around because they saw the impending collision, and they did a go around, and the go around performed as advertised. So it's the same thing as before, right? We stopped the Swiss cheese because we intervened appropriately. It shows you how much pressure the controllers are under. Yeah. And I agree with that. It's a mistake, but it was not a near miss considering they went around well before there was any loss of separation. However,
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
you definitely don't want to see something like that.
So the Delta flight was originally headed from Paris to New York, but was forced to divert to Boston. That sucks, man. So they got diverted to Boston, and then
And then that
Yeah.
happens.
it was an A330.
It's a big airplane.
900, so it's a big airplane. Yeah, 284 passengers. Yeah. Wow, man. Yeah, Cape. I mean, Cape Air. I mean, that's basically it's a twin engine.
It's like a 421 or something.
Yeah,
right?
it's like
a
a
light
piston.
twin.
Yeah, it's a light twin. If you've ever been to Boston, you see them taxiing around the airport. Boston's pretty busy. I mean, for me, it's pretty busy airport. Yeah, but I don't know. What do you think, Mark?
I think this is again another kind of thank God we don't have a narrator talking about all
If you only knew.
things that and aviation has kind of become like the Truman Show, where any potential thing there's people that are listening to all the ATC feeds looking for something, and everything becomes a story even when it's a non-story, and the general public doesn't have a in-depth understanding of what's going on here necessarily. So this kind of non-event or very minor event gets portrayed as something that, hazardous in some way. And I think that kind of ties in with kind of the perceived pressure with the controllers being not getting paid right now. And it's just a challenging time for everyone. And in a way, I don't know if this really helps things, because it takes a situation that's already challenging for everyone and then gets an additional sense of fear on for the public that their lives are in a greater perceived danger than they might be.
Well, they did watch, those poor people die on live TV earlier to start this year.
Yes.
So everything where it's another near collision is going to be under the. I mean, that's why we've talked about it as many times as we have, because it's so much in the news.
I think it's amazing that air traffic controllers aren't like essential, because I mean, dude, you're gonna have it's a safety issue.
Yeah.
If you're not paying your controllers, and their home life and their family life starts to come under stress, I mean, they're gonna take that to work with them, right? So. And that's not good for safety of air travel. So like, I don't understand why they're not like essential and they get paid, no matter what.
Yeah. We're pawns in political theater is what they are.
It's ridiculous.
We're holding, you're still making them do the work, but you're not going to pay them. I mean, that's just egregious. There's no excuse for that. But in this case, that obviously it's going to be looked at what caused this and whether additional training's needed, or if they just were undermanned, or somebody, lost situational awareness, which happens. People are human. They make mistakes. Luckily it was caught, and, regardless of what the worst of it was, they managed to safely avoid each other. And that's
right.
Lucky.
No one got hurt.
But as we're lucky, I do wonder, and I hope I'm wrong, but You know, it feels like we're talking a pressure cooker, right? All these incidents building up to something else, and it's just like, man, we need a break. We just need a break. That's all.
Yeah.